What is he talking about? Anybody in here? Anybody watch John Miller's last video? Hello, hello, hello. Did I lose my whole audience? Let's see. What's up, people? It's 8 o'clock now. Anybody here? Nobody's here. Keep watching John Miller talk about kayaks and top waters. What's up, Nate? What's up, Joan? Oh, let me switch around. Let's see where I'm at. Can you see me? Oh, there we are. What's up, Rob? What's up, Joan? What's up, Nate? Y'all been watching these John Miller videos? They're getting really good. I'm starting. You can always learn something from a John Miller video. He's going like so deep in depth about stuff, and you can always learn a lot when you watch his stuff. And he catches fish. Dude's a legend. Let's see what he's talking about right here. What is he talking about? What up, Matt? What up, GM? Anthony? Welcome, everybody. I'll wait a couple more minutes. We're gonna watch a little bit more of this John Miller video. If you haven't watched it, go to John Miller's channel. Go subscribe to him. JonMiller. He makes some great content. Oh, I forgot y'all couldn't see it. Y'all was just looking at me watch a video. Have I been to Texas City? No, I haven't been to Texas City. Closest I've been to Texas City is Galveston. That's my experience in Texas fishing. Charlie's in here. What up, Charlie? What up, Josh? We gonna. Can y'all hear me right now? Can anybody hear me? Shout out if you can hear me. Hello, 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 hello. What up, Rob? Thanks for the compliment. Can I thumb this up or something like that? What can I do with this? Oh, I can't do nothing. All right, y'all. But yeah, check out John Miller's channel. He makes some good stuff. Subscribe to John if you're not already subscribed. Y'all should all probably be subscribed to him already. He makes some great content. Go hit that button and smash that subscribe button. Hopefully I get to fish with him soon. He's been killing it lately. But in this video he breaks down all the top waters. A lot of the top waters that are made for saltwater fishing. Um, and they all work for speckled trout. And he describes why they work and what they do best and the different actions behind them. So yeah, go check that out if you haven't seen that already. But I guess today I planned on talking about my tournament I did this past weekend. We did a Trout Challenge tournament down in St. Bernard Parish with the Bayou Coast Kayak Club. We also going to talk about the meetup we're going to have this month, which is going to also be in conjunction with the City Park Rodeo. So if you're doing the City Park Rodeo on March 30th, then you're going to be at the meetup. We also going to be doing, I guess we're going to be doing the team cichlid and brim category again. Last year we did it. Me, Gustavo, my brother Colin, Victor. I don't know if Victor's on here today. Who else is on here? Who else is on our team? Oh, and Sean. Sean was on our team. That was our 5-man team. We ended up coming in second place. So this year we coming back to defend our second place title again. Thanks, Ricky, for the volume. Y'all can hear me then. All right, cool. But yeah, so I think we got a few spots on our team. If not, we're gonna start another team. I'll sponsor a team, the FishxScale team, if we got that much interest in it. If anybody wants to come out on March 30th to City Park, we're gonna do the team brim and perch competition. Bring your kids out if you got kids. Let's try to get some kids involved this year. But yeah, that's that. Let me know if y'all interested in that. You could email me down below, or if you got me on Facebook or Instagram, follow me on Instagram, message me on Instagram at FishxScale, and let me know if you want to be part of the team or be on another team that I'm sponsoring. So since we got that out the way, oh, y'all want to go crawfishing? Y'all want to do a crawfishing meetup? It's still low. Let's see. Let me work on this real quick. Hello, people. Why is it so low today? GM, you interested in doing it? If you follow me on Instagram, message me. Man, you got Nate said he got a whole team of kids. Y'all should make a team and compete with us. Y'all should come see if y'all can take the crown. Let's take over the brim competition. All FishxScale subscribers. We're gonna make it a real bragging rights meetup competition. I want to get some deep water crawfish nests. Anybody got some deep water crawfish nests they want to donate to a crawfishing meetup? Maybe we could do that Sunday the 31st or something like that. If y'all down for that. Yeah, let me pull up the information on the fishing rodeo real quick. What's that? The City Park. Let me see what time you need to be there. Let me give y'all all the details. They also have the bass division if you want to be on your own and do the bass division. Let's see. Let me pull up this page. Where is it? All right, it's right here. Can y'all see that? So they have the junior angler division if you got kids that you want to do it. There's a bass division for adults 13 years or older. That's the premier division. That's for all the bragging rights. Everybody who's somebody is in that one. But the one we're going to be doing is the cichlid and bream trim event. That's what we did last year. You can have a team of up to 1 to 5 members, so you can fish by yourself and make your own team, or you can join some other people. But I want y'all to come out. We're gonna have a meetup. We're gonna take over that competition. So just for fun, for bragging rights on the channel. Maybe I'll get somebody from the winning team to come on the live stream the next week and talk about how they won, how they caught their fish. Let's see, what time is it? So here's the times. The tournament is from 6:30 a.m. to noon. So I guess you show up about 6 o'clock and sign up, and we'll make a team then. Man, I got another. You can also register online. I think that's still open right now. I think that started on February. So yeah, it's for the team event. What is it? $10 per person for the team event. So if you want to do a team, it's $10 per person. like I said, I'll sponsor a FishxScale team if we got 5 guys that want to do it. And but I don't know. Maybe I have to join that team. So I don't know, Gustavo. You might have to. Team Cream might be a competition. Y'all really interested in this? Y'all interested in this crawfishing? Y'all want to do a crawfishing meetup? Yeah, maybe we'll do that Sunday the 31st then. Let me think about that. I think that'll probably be the best day if I'm gonna be at this city park thing. I already committed to doing the city park thing already, so yeah, we'll do that on the 31st tentatively. I'll talk about that next week. Blue catfish. Right now is the time to go catch some catfish if you can get to the river. It's high right now. It makes it easy to catch the cats on the river if you want to do catch some catfish, Anthony. But yeah, anybody else? Anybody got any crawfish nets hanging around? If we're gonna do that, we might need a few more nets. I think I got 3 or 4 dozen nets, but we'll probably need a few more if we got a decent amount of people to run them. So maybe we'll look into that, doing the crawfishing and the catfish. Man, y'all trying to wear me out with the meetups. I'm gonna have to farm out some of these meetups to some people if y'all really want to do all these meetups. But yeah, it sounds good. Sounds good. My Facebook. Hold on 1 second, guys. Let me type this real quick. Why didn't it capitalize? But yeah, so today I planned on now that we yeah they have them at Academy sells crawfish's nets, and I've seen them at Walmart sometimes too during the season. So just go check those 2 places. Maybe you'll be able to find some. There's a few different spots you can crawfish. I don't know. There's some spots near Pearl River. I think you can go. There's always a spot down LA 46 and going towards Delacroix and Hopedale down there. You can crawfish. There's a lot of area to walk that ditch right there. Or maybe we could do a kayak thing. I don't know. We'll figure it out. I'll put some thought into it for next weekend's or next week's live stream, and I have all the details. Yeah, let's go crawfishing the spillway, Nate said. Come on, Nate, you go first. I'm gonna follow you, bro. But I guess what I planned on talking about today, I plan on doing a little recap of my tournament I did on Saturday with the kayak club. You want to see my ugly mug right here? I was able to pull off a 5th place finish. Yeah, we'll just bring what we have for the crawfish thing. We'll bring what we have. But I was able to pull off a 5th place finish in the Bayou Coast Trout Challenge tournament this weekend. And I don't know, I was lucky to hold that 5th place spot because I made a big mistake at the weigh-in table. The requirement was you had to catch 10 speckled trout, a 10 speckled trout stringer, and the heaviest stringer would win. So I actually I probably caught a limit on this day, but I started throwing them back about halfway through. So I ended up keeping 19 trout. So I was at the weigh-in, and instead of taking all 19 trout up to the weigh-in table, I I decided to dump them all out and pick out my top 10 trout to bring up to the table so that it'd be easier, it'd be quicker, and less guessing when I got up to the table. So I dumped them all out, and my top 9 trout were all pretty obvious. They were all definitely bigger than the other 11 that I had in the bag. So I took the top 9, counted them out, and threw them in the bag. And then I started going through the smaller 11 that I had. And as I was going through the smaller 11, I picked out one that was slightly bigger than the rest, probably about 14.5 inches. So probably about a pound and a couple ounces trout maybe. And I picked it out, but at the time that I did it, I didn't throw it into the bag. So I got up to the weigh table. I thought I had 10 fish in my bag. I started counting fish. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. I get to 9 and I'm looking in my bag and I don't have a 10th trout. So the rules state that once you're at the weigh table, you cannot walk away. You can't retrieve another fish from anywhere else. That's to keep people from cheating and sharing fish, I guess. But so I cheated myself out of placing a little bit higher. I ended up with like 13.4 pounds. The guy in front of me who came in fourth place had 13.6 pounds. So I was only zero point 0.2 pounds behind with 9 fish, and he weighed a 10 fish stringer. And then I think the guy in third place had 14.3 pounds or something like that. So he was only like a pound ahead of me. So I may have been able to finish in third place if I knew how to count. But I learned my lesson now. I won't be trying to outsmart anybody. I'm gonna take all my fish to the weigh table from now on. I'll just take up my time, make everybody behind me wait in line. I'm gonna make sure I get all my weight that I caught for the tournament. But now I'm gonna talk about how I caught my weight for the tournament. Now that I told you my embarrassing story about how I cheated myself. But it overall, this was one of my better tournament days that I've had in a long time. Yeah, I weighed a 9 fish stringer and came in fifth place. That's the only way I could spin it. That's the only way I could spin it. I spotted everybody a fish, and I still got in the money. But let's talk about how I caught them, because that's why y'all are here, right? Y'all want to know where I went, what I caught. I don't know if some of y'all might have seen the Bayou Coast live chat. They do one every Tuesday at 8 o'clock, 8:30. They do it every Tuesday on Facebook, Bayou Coast Kayak Club. They always have a nice, informative show. Shows you how to get into this. They. Ooh, Kenna, don't do that, man. You better act like you don't know how to. You better act like you don't know how to count. Just count. When you count, just count one number twice. So you be like 1, 2, 2, 3. Yeah, don't get nervous in front of wildlife. They'll do that to you. But all right, let's get the map going. Let's show y'all where we fished. Maybe. If you believe what I'm telling you right now, this might not be where I fished. This might be somewhere else. But we launched we actually launched we did what happened? What happened? All right, 5:45 was the launch time. So me and my partner Cody, we fished together a lot. We launched here at Reggio Marina. It's a $10 launch. Has really good trout fishing in the wintertime if you can find them. The fish aren't everywhere, but when you find them, you'll find some nice quality and you'll find some good numbers of fish in certain areas. So there'll be numbers of fish in one area, and if you drift away from those numbers, you'll start to find some quality fish. So if it was perfect for this tournament because we needed a 10 fish stringer and we also needed quality fish. So we worked together. By working together and finding them, we uh we were able to have a perfect day almost. It went perfect. The weather conditions started off really nice, foggy, calm, low winds. And then at about 10 o'clock, the wind picked up to probably 15, 20 miles per hour by the end of the day. So we knew that we had to catch our fish early. We knew that we needed to make the early morning count. But yeah, we launched at Reggio 5:45. I was surprised it was only me, Cody, and two other guys that launched there. So we had the whole place to ourselves pretty much. We didn't see another kayak all day. Once we launched, uh, me and Cody went this direction. The other two guys went down here somewhere. I don't even know. They kept straight. So I don't know exactly where they went. But we fished this general area out here from all this area here. There's tons of trout and redfish in this area. This is one of my most productive areas I like to fish. Also on this side is really good right now too, but the trout are still inside. It's still in fresh water. Can y'all hear me right now? My internet seems like it's going in and out. Oh, here. Let me see if we can hear me right now. But yeah, we fished this area, general area. There's a lot of boats out, really, and you usually don't see too many boats. So I know the fishing is good right now. So go out there and check it out. See if y'all can find some of those fish. But what we did was the technique we used was early morning. We had nice calm conditions. We uh we had the fog and overcast. So I knew the trout would be hitting the top water, and we threw mirror lures, she dogs, and I also threw a repellent skitter walk for a second. And but they weren't really reacting to the skitter walk, so I stuck with the she dog, which is a really loud bait. It has a big rattle in it, makes a lot of noise, and it really calls the fish up. It was a weird pattern though. Caught a 4 pounder in Delacro. Man, Jimbo, that's a nice trip. That's a nice trip. That's pretty much similar to what we did on Saturday. Every trout we caught, we didn't have to measure a fish all day long. I think the closest one I had was like 13, 12 and a half. So, but they were all solid keepers and they all had they were kind of skinny though. The smaller ones were really skinny. But we had those overcast, foggy conditions. We started with the top water. But the weird part was you would throw the top water out and the fish, you would work it twice. Bang, bang. The fish would hit it like at the end of your cast. And all the way back, you would work it all the way back to the boat. The fish would not touch the lure in between the end of the cast, those first few pops of the lure, and coming back to your boat. So it was a weird bite where you had to, if you didn't get a bite on the first two walks, you pretty much could have reeled it in. But you gotta always fish your cast out. Always make sure you work it back to the boat because you never know when the fish is going to hit the lure. They could be following it all the way back to the boat. And I've had it so many times where you go to lift the lure out the water or you speed up a little bit right when you get close to the boat and the fish will explode on it and hit it. But I only had one of those. I probably had 35, 40 blow-ups that morning, and I only had one fish hit it like near the boat or like in the middle of the cast. So it was a strange bite. But I was able to early on, probably about 8:30. I had 12 trout in the boat. They weren't the biggest fish. They were kind of a mixed bag. I had a few like 15, 16 inches, but most of them were all probably like 13, 14 inches. Those are the ones that I ended up having to sort through at the end of the day. Yeah, man, it was weird. They would come up and hit it hard. A lot of them were missing it. They would hit it on the side or like even jump over it or like crash at it from the side and knock it out the water. They would knock it out the water, but they wouldn't come back and hit it. And usually when they do that, they will come back and pick it up after and try to eat it on that second attempt. But they weren't doing that on this day. It was weird. It was a really weird bite. They seemed really they were keyed in on the top water, but they just seemed like they were cross-eyed or something like they couldn't see. Yeah, man. Some of them were small. I could tell that some of them were like a little undersized to eat the top water. But there were some nice fish that were hitting it. There was some nice fish that were like swirling on it and pushing it out the way and jumping over it. And I ended up catching a couple like nice 18 and a half, 20 inches, 20-inch trout. But other than, it was just a weird bite. GM, the tournament for City Park is on the 30th, Saturday the 30th, I believe. Or that weekend, whatever that weekend is, the last weekend of the month. March 30th at 6 a.m. You need to be there to sign up if you don't sign up online. But yeah, so I stuck with that top water all morning. We had nice overcast, foggy conditions, so the sun kind of the light wasn't too bright. I fished that till about 9:30, 10 o'clock. I couldn't throw anything else. They were hitting it so good. I just knew that it would take a few more casts to catch, the fish, even though they weren't, because they weren't hitting it in the middle of the cast. So I kept throwing the top water till 10 o'clock, 9:30, 10 o'clock. Then the wind started to pick up. So once the wind started to pick up, I pulled out my trusty, dusty clip-on cork. It's like $1.25 at Walmart. You don't need like those $100 corks they sell nowadays. They got like special sonic vibrations and stuff. You can still catch fish on the old trusty clip-on cork. And then at the same time, if you don't want to use a cork, you can unclip it and just throw the jig by itself or swim a jig by itself. So that's why I use a clip-on cork. It's much more versatile. You don't clog up a rod having a cork tied on at all times when you don't need a cork. Underneath the cork, I used I guess what is this? A 4 inch, maybe 4.5 inch hollow body swim bait. This is a bass lure. They gave it to us during the minimalist challenge tournament. This is one of the baits they gave us for that tournament, and I'm still throwing it. I super glued it onto this death grip jig head, and it does not want to move. Like I can't take it off at all. Like I tried to take it off this hook because I like this hook. I want to put something else on it, but it will not come off. So go check out Death Grip Jig Heads. It's a real deal. Put a little dab of super glue. You'll never have to put another lure on again. But I used this lure under the, you can see how beat up it is. I used it all during Minimalist Challenge, and then I used it all during Trout Challenge. So now it's 2 tournaments I fished with this lure. I'm gonna have to keep it for next time. The team tournament is coming up next month on April 6th. It's a 2-man team, 5 trout and 1 redfish stringer per team member. So it's 10 trout and 2 reds total. Y'all should jump in that if y'all have a kayak. That's a great way to meet people, meet fishing buddies, and learn something while you're at it. But we threw this under the cork while once the wind started picking up. It's really hard to fish anything else but a cork. So we cast the cork out there. We were fishing big open bays, like areas like this area where it's really wide open, Grand Lagoon, big wide open areas. They average probably about 3 to 4 feet, maybe at the most. But we would throw the cork and just let the wind blow us straight across or off a windblown point. So if you got a point where the water's flowing past it, I'll just buy you. The fish were concentrating in the tide lines we were finding. So if you could find a tide line where there was like a bubble trail, let's see, we can see them. We can kind of see some tide lines in this picture right here. Let's see. You can kind of see this tide line right here. So you would get behind this island. The wind was blowing so hard you couldn't really fight it. You could only just blow with it or just pedal into it really slowly to get back where you were trying to get. So you would get in this tide line, and there would be bubbles. You could see the bubbles and like the trash in the line. And we would throw the popping cork, and the trout would be sitting in those lines. So we would drift those lines. Every now and then you get on a flurry of action where you hit 4 or 5 fish in a row, and hopefully they would be upgrades. I caught a lot of decent trout under the cork, actually. Something that doesn't really happen that often. I attributed it to being this bigger bait. I don't know if that's what really did it, but throwing this bigger bait, I think helped me catch some bigger trout under the cork. But overall, the quality is usually pretty good in Reggio during the winter time. In this whole area, out in Delacroix as well. Areas where you think of red fishing is where you want to wintertime trout fish for the most part. What was your PP, Jim? 3.5? That's a solid trout. Yeah, why that change? All right. Yeah, that's a solid trout. Anybody else fish the tournament? Matt, did you fish trout challenge? Anybody else here kayak fishing who fished the tournament? How long was the paddle? I don't know. How long was it? We kind of made a big loop. I'm not gonna show you exactly where I was at, but we're gonna just do like a general, let's see, a general loop. Let's see, we turned here. So right now we had half a mile. We went up this way, we kind of came down this way, scooted around here, back around this way. That's like, oh, that's 8 miles. We did not go 8 miles yet last time. Let me take some of this out. We didn't go all back here. We probably did 6 miles, 7 miles. We did about 7 miles on this trip. It was pretty much a round trip like that. You caught your big trout on the popping cork too? Yeah, they were keyed in on the popping cork. I'm not gonna lie, it was working. I fished, I love to fish those hard baits and suspending baits. I could not get a bite on my Miradine, my jerk baits, anything like that. But once the wind started blowing, I couldn't really feel what I was doing. You couldn't really work it properly. So using the cork, um, it just gives you that strike indicator. It helps you know where your line is at. It helps you know when the fish are hitting. So that worked really well with having a big bow from the wind in my line. What do I think about fishing the North Shore? I mean, I don't know. You got to go out and try it. I have a video from last year when they opened the spillway, and I fished the North Shore. The water was chocolate muddy brown. I threw a top water and I caught one speckled trout. Now that was the only speckled trout I caught, but I caught one, so that means that they were still there. So go for it. Go try it. They're supposed to be there this time of year. Um, the spring run is starting to ramp. Should really be ramping up right now in Lake Pontchartrain for speckled trout. So go for it. You never know what you're gonna catch. You might catch some big blue cats or you might catch some freshwater drum or something like that. You never know what you're gonna catch in the lake when they open the spillway. There's fish to be caught there though. There's always something to catch. Maybe not be what you want, but I don't know. Anybody got any questions? Any more questions about the tournament? Let's go back to. Let's just look at me again. There I am, right there. Got my ugly hat on. What else we got on here? Oh, then Sunday we went bass fishing. I think I caught my personal best bass. Just FYI. I've been bass fishing a lot lately. Came out at right about 6 pounds. But it's definitely the heaviest bass I've caught, I think. 20 inches. It was a solid bass. If you don't follow me on Instagram, follow me right now. I'll follow you back. How was the water level at Reggio? The water level was it wasn't bad. We've been having that strong southeast wind, Matt. And so we so the water was pretty high. We didn't have to paddle. We didn't have to paddle at all. We pedaled throughout the whole day. Actually, it wasn't bad. That was like one of the first times I've been to Reggio and I didn't have to pull my paddle out. Am I ready to win? Yeah, I'm ready to win. The next tournament is on March, April, April 6th. It's gonna be Terrebonne and Lafourche parishes, I believe, and it's a team tournament. So I've never done a team tournament before, so I'm excited about that. It should be pretty fun. If you got a kayak and you got a buddy with a kayak, why don't you jump in and see what y'all can do? Um, Having a team kind of takes some of the pressure off of you, where you can rely on your buddy to help you find them and help you your teammate to help you find them and help you catch your fish. Matt, you gonna be in on that one? Cool. Get you a good teammate. I think I might find somebody who's good at catching redfish, good at sight fishing, so that they could teach me how to sight fish, and I'll teach them how to catch the trout. I think that's the strategy I need to go after. Oh, Nate, that's your area? You're gonna have to tell me the honey holes where to catch the fish at. Which one are you in, Nate? Terrebonne or Lafourche? Yeah, I don't know, man. I think me and my brother gonna fish this tournament together. I think that's what we're gonna do, unless he doesn't want to do it. Matt got the reds. Colin, you might be getting cut from the team, Colin. Matt gonna teach me how to catch the reds. We're gonna be the dream team. Trout are hard. Trout are easy. Reds are the ones that confuse me sometimes. Oh, you're in Lafourche, Paris. All right. Well, yeah, I'm gonna send you a private message, Nate. You're gonna have to show me where to go in Lafourche to catch some trout and redfish in April. Or maybe you should tell everybody. Help us out. Yeah, Colin. You're gonna have to up your redfish skills soon. Now you got a month. Where do I kayak in Delacroix? I don't kayak in Delacroix. I don't often go to Delacroix. That's one of the areas I've been there a few times. Delacroix. The few times I've been to Delacroix, I've launched at Sweetwater, and I think we went. Where did we go? We fished just the Broken Marsh. Man, this is a muddy picture right here. This looks horrible. The water in Delacroix can get affected by the Carnarvon diversion a lot. So this is a diversion from the river. You can see right here. It pours in right here through this cut. And you can see how muddy the water is coming out the river. And it'll pour through here and get real muddy in Delacroix sometimes. So yeah, check out Matt's page. Check out Matt. He'll show you where to go and catch some Delacroix fish. But I think the one time we launched, we went across this way and then we went fished like these little ponds out here. All these dark green spots are grass beds. And pretty much wherever you find the grass beds, you're gonna find redfish. Just work the shorelines around, work all these islands, all these areas like this. It'll get clean along these shorelines and you can find fish. You need a new what, GM? Oh, Kyle, you cutting me now? All right, Colin, we don't have to be no teammate. I am the ringer. What you mean? I'm the trout ringer. Fifth place. Leave one at home. Leave one in the truck and still weigh in. All right. Anybody got anything else to talk about? Come on. Oh. Charlie and Colin gonna team up. Come on, Charlie. You gotta get the Swamp Posse to come out. Let them team up and see what they can do. Get Steve and Cajun Indian to make a team. They'd probably come and kill everybody. The old school fishing tactics. They got more experience. They'd be like the most experienced team out there. I fixed my boat. I still haven't taken it out. I'm taking it out soon though. Maybe this weekend I might try to sneak it out. Jimbo, where's that? Down in Delacroix at Sweetwater? He'll show you where to catch the trout, huh? We'll go to Sweetwater. Look, there's a tip of the day right there. Go to Sweetwater. Talk to the owner. He'll show you where to catch the fish. But yeah, there's redfish all over Delacroix. Like all you need to do is like just pick a spot, go there and just work the shoreline. You'll find them. They're there. Yeah, yeah. I'm gonna have to get somebody to follow me around. I have to get called Cito. I'm gonna need a escort around the marsh to make sure I make it home. I don't know. I don't have any confidence. That's why I'm scared to take it out. I don't want it to break on me again. But the first time it broke, I was running on two cylinders. I ran two cylinders like 5 miles all the way back to the launch. We were like way. Let's see, where were we? We launched out of Fort Pike, and we were like way out here in Lake Bourne, up by Alligator Bend or something like that. And it started knocking and breaking. So we ran all the way back from here, back through here, all the way across Lake Catherine, back to the launch, without a whole cylinder, with a cylinder exploded. Oh, stay off Kennebro's boat, man. That's what I don't like about boats. That's why I like the kayak. If you stay on the kayak, you don't have to worry about breaking down. You never break down on the kayak. You don't run out of gas. That's why kayaks are beautiful. Yeah, Colin's recruiting. Colin, he's trying to be like the LSU basketball coach. He's gonna try to start bribing people and stuff. That's all right. We'll still beat them. Homegrown talent. I'm about to get my man. I'm about to get my man Nate to come fish with me. Nate from down there. Nate know where the fish is at. I'm gonna give me a local. They don't even know yet. But all right, guys. Anybody got any more questions? Anybody want to talk about anything fishing related? Anybody caught any fish this weekend they want to brag on? We're gonna have to do like a who won the trout challenge? Oh, Sean Restanzis won the trout challenge. Sean Restanzas had 20 pounds. He had 20 pounds, I believe, first place. Steve Lassard had 18 something for second place. Um, Jonathan Vinoy, he had 14 something for third. Chuck Bahan had 13 point something, 13.65 for fourth, and I had like 13.4 or 13.5 for fifth place, and that was the payout. It was interesting though, is four guys launched at Reggio that morning, and all four of us finished in the top 10. So that should show you something right there that the trout are in trout are around there. Yeah, Kenner, that's a good spot too. Lake Robin, that's all good area. Oh, and also Shomer Stanzas had a big trout. He had like a 3.4 pound trout, a really nice trout, especially on tournament day when it's the pressure is on. But yeah, Lake Robin, all these interior marsh spots right now, Delacroix, Hopedale Lagoon, back to Reggio, all these areas right now are really hot for trout. Oh man, this is all my old plaques. This is from 2014 and on. That's everything I've won. Most of the plaques up there are rat red, not rat red, leopard red plaques. They're all leopard red. I got lucky and caught some reds with a lot of spots on them. I ended up winning something. I didn't throw it back, James. I had them all in my cooler bag, and I tried to pare it down. I had 20 trout in my bag, and I wanted to just keep the top 10 in my bag when I went to weigh in. And so I took nine of them to the weigh-in table with me, and I wasn't able to go back and get the 10th one off the trailer. I didn't throw it back. I just left it. I was having a blind moment or something like that. I don't know what you call it. I'm dumb. I think I killed too many brain cells during Mardi Gras. That's what happened. I gotta grow them back. Will I have a video for the tournament on the 30th? Yeah, I'm gonna definitely film the City Park Rodeo. Go check out Matt's page right now. Go check it out. Click on his name right now. Go to his page. Go check it out because we're winding down right here. But yeah, I'm definitely gonna have video of it. I have a video from last year of it if you want to go check that out, GM. See what it's all about. It's a really fun event. It's low pressure. Um, it's a fun event. Just come out and meet people. I hope to see y'all there. We'll talk about it again next week. I'll remind y'all next week. And we'll try to get these teams put together and we'll figure it out. Yeah, Matt got a good video from a different area, an area that most people don't fish. If you haven't seen that yet, go check it out right now. Any kayak spots on Bayou Avenue. Yeah, the area around Bayou Avenue is I don't know, it's kind of hit or miss. There's a lot of bass in that marsh that's adjacent to Bait Incorporated and Pintos. Maybe you'll catch a few reds when you're back there. I guess in the fall it'll probably be better than will be the best time of the year to go back there is in the fall. But I wouldn't recommend paddling a kayak out to the wall. That's a little tricky, and it's probably not worth it at this time of the year now. Maybe in the wintertime you could go for it, but there's a lot of boat traffic and high current in the passes. I mean, not in the passes, but in the locks and the gates over there. So I wouldn't recommend going in a kayak out there. They got a lot of guys that are novice that launch at Bayou Avenue. But yeah, if you feel like catching some bass, yeah, go in that marsh right there across from Pintos or Bait Incorporated. There's a ton of bass in Bayou Avenue. Um, I took a trip with Cody over the summer. We fished down Bayou Avenue. We caught some nice ones, 15, 16-inch bass. Got some nice fillets out of them. But yeah, there's fish there. Like everywhere else, you got to work for them. You just got to go and find them. Also, that this little pond right here, I always see guys bass fishing in this area. And in the wintertime, I heard that the reds can get stacked up in this little This little marina. And there's a marina right here that you can launch at. What is it called? Oh, I can't think of the name. Friendly Fisherman or something like that. I can't remember the name exactly of it. All right, GM. I hope to see you there, man. Yeah, I did it one time. We paddled through the lock. It wasn't that bad, but there was just a lot of boat traffic, a lot of stuff to contend with. And we actually fished. We fished the wall, and then we came back. I fished this marsh right here in my kayak one day, and I limited out on reds in like 5 cats. There was a ton of reds right in this little pocket that day. It's really shallow though. But all right, guys, I'm winding down now. Any more questions? Any more comments? Anybody got a topic they want me to talk about for next week? Please, I need some input. I need y'all to tell me what y'all want to hear about. Bank fishing, boat fishing, kayak fishing, whatever. Redfish, speckled trout. Come on, give me some topics to talk about. Right now, it's prime time to throw top water right now for speckled trout. So if you get a chance to go out this weekend, take your top waters, tie them on, go throw your top waters for the first few hours of the day till about 9 o'clock. You'll probably come home with some nice fish. But all right, guys, I'm gonna get off of here now. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys next week with some more trash to talk about. But yeah, drop a comment below if y'all get a good topic to talk about, so I'll see it, and I'll see you guys next week. Peace. Oh yeah, all right. Well, we'll talk about lure color. Tackle I always carry. Good, good, good. This is all good. I'll write this down. Lure selection. My pen ain't working. All right, guys. See y'all later.